I feel laugh off of them at half I press. I feel laugh off of them.
And TVJ, let me tell you all.
No, I'm not going to play that panda for him, you know.
No, and the Jamaica Labour Party is the one that wants Mark Golding to resign. Because Mark Golding, our worst nightmare. And that's what to tell Jamaica. That is what you're supposed to tell the dirty king Labour right them. Mark Golding is a man of integrity. And he not gonna know where Dirty Cliff use. So stay there, lie to the Jamaican people. Stay there, create a narrative. Stay there, spread propaganda, Cliff use. Because you have to come down, Cliff use. God ever take you down because you know wicked to the Jamaican people. You're out here lying, telling lies about how this and that in the party and they want Mark Golding. Nothing of that stuff. Who not spread propaganda? Who not spread propaganda? When the people them want Andrew Wallace to resign, everybody signed the letter say Andrew Wallace resign. Did Andrew Wallace resign?
Did not.
Did Andrew Wallace resign? That me I ask you no. Did Andrew Wallace resign in 2011? So what we not talk about? What are you guys talking about? And that would I like to know? What not talk about? Huh? Hello? Who thinks that everybody are idiot? Who thinks that everybody are idiot, Cliff Hughes? We're not idiot. We know that who don't want Mark Golding go because Mark Golding our worst nightmare. And Mark Golding not go nowhere. Who send on a reporter to come ask question about how people signed this for Mark Golding. And when Mark Golding are telling us say every single person signed for him to be the party leader. Uno still depend it. The man say everybody signed it except one person. And the reason why that person didn't sign it, that person is overseas. And I still come out and I tell lie and I create a narrative. Uno name happy blows and circle. Uno thinks that Andrew Wallace can save uno. Andrew Wallace can save uno because very, very soon Andrew Wallace have to go lift up. Andrew Wallace have to go step down. Uno hear me? Andrew Wallace have to go step down. So Cliff Hughes stay there fool the Jamaican people. And uno Jamaican people. Uno look at that in Labour right at 2025 now. Uno if you have blouse and skirt sense. Uno too stupid. And let me tell you something. Undecided voters, PNP and Labour right, well thinking Jamaican. Uno if you rise up. Because Andrew Wallace out here selling our lands to foreign investors. Selling our beaches to foreign investors. Stealing our land. Stealing our money. But yet, everybody sit down and look like they have no sense. Everybody sit down and looking. Me telling the Jamaica, don't make the stupidity of the Labour right make Andrew Wallace stay in power. Me want to know. We all know, say Andrew Wallace thief the election. We know that. Mark Golding no one come out and say it. Data no one come out and say it. But we the Jamaican people are not idiot. And them themselves and them supporters know that Andrew Wallace steal the election. And guess what we are going to do? When Andrew Wallace are swearing, we are going to protest because we're not happy with it. We are going to protest Jamaica. We can't sit down so. And make this man just a trample and a dig on the down and a dig on the down. And do nothing. No, brother, you have to wake up. You have to blouse and skirt, wake up. You can't just sit down so. You can't sit down so. It depends on Mark Golding. Mark Golding, you can help you to an extent. But you have to do the rest. We have to rise up. We have to protest. Let the people them in a different country say we're not happy with it. And I thief it. See cafe come out. On the same day, pan election, cafe come out and them say 21% of people was turned back. All of that sudden because in the media now, you hear EOJ, I call out cafe and I say nothing no go like that. When you look, two cafe come back and say they never said that. And they did say it. So what is this? What is really happening in our country? And you see, if them do them top and Harris people like that, what they will do? Uno. That's why Uno fi stick together, Jamaica. Stick together. Unite. Uno hear me? Unite. Don't just take any shit from a thief. Because Andrew a thief. And I'm not gonna hide. Andrew a thief. Since I was on the Labour right out every day I talk about how Mark Golding a tell lie. How Andrew Wallace can sue everybody but he can't sue Mark Golding. You don't have sense, brother. You don't have sense. Anyway, my people, I want to listen to Cliff Hughes. Listen to Cliff Hughes. This lying bastard. Just listen to him.
Is there tension brewing in the PNP again?
The defeated leader Mark Golding should offer his resignation,
Right? No.
as did
One brother, come on with one video.
Michael Manley
About what you do the water.
in 1980 when he lost heavily
I say another
to
thing.
Edward Siaga, as it was
Animal labor.
with Portia Simpson Miller when she lost narrowly to Bruce Golding, as it was with Peter Phillips when he lost in 2020 to Andrew Holness. So I gather there is this debate simmering in the party, and people.
Wanna see Cliff use face? How the frigga lie and wicked? How the frigga lie and wicked? Tell the Jamaican people them, say Mark Golding, and the worst nightmare, you can't go around Mark Golding. You don't know that. You don't know so you can't play with Mark Golding. Mark Golding are the integrity boss, and none of you can move Mark Golding. So when you come out and I tell lie about PNP this, hey, you know for go with that. And you know go and like say Andrew Wallace are the best and Andrew Wallace create history. Where? It come like you know forget. See a PG run things and have the longest button in a history. You don't need to talk about that. So when I come up and chat about Andrew no create no history. The only history Andrew Wallace create is thiefness in a Jamaica. You know hear me? Thiefness, oppression, suppression. That is what Andrew Wallace is all about. And that's enough to talk about. And the whole on the mainstream media blows and skirts. Sit down. You sit down. And you not talk about Andrew Wallace thiefness. That's why I know say you not like Jamaican people. And you Jamaican people, you know say you the power on your own. Nobody not there to back you. Sometimes I hear you come out and talk about police and a big up police. I see a police a kill off on a blows and skirt pick me and family, brother. You feel wise up, brother. Hey, me disappointed in the Jamaican people. Me so disappointed in you because on a lack of knowledge. You need to go and read more and guess less. My wisdom warriors, yes, I left it. Wanna tell me what you think, wanna tell me how you feel about this. Put an honest opinion in the comment section. Like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome and big up on a nice clip.
TVM
One love.
and TVJ, let me tell y'all some things. Blood into my eye right now for
Friday is
y'all.
company karaoke.
You hear me?
9
Blood in my eyes for you all.
I'm
You know
something of a karaoke
exactly what you guys are doing. Calling yourself Main Street Media. You are Main Street misleader. Okay? You all know that no matter how dunce or blind, deaf a Jamaican is, as long as they saw these things about Mr. Owens on the news, they would take a step back. Okay? They would have taken a step back. Okay, you guys, in every bit of it. Okay? Because when people like us out here on social media talking about it, number one, you're going to hear that we're looking clothes, we're looking followers and likes, and we're spreading propaganda. Just like the things that I've gotten from the public. How they torture me. I'm PNP's biggest propaganda is my this may look views and all of these things, how they slaughter me and how what the things that they done to me and names that they call me when I was out here talking the things. Okay? And this is what you guys sit down and allow to happen to your people while you guys have the truth right there. But think it's hard to come and put it on the news so the nation could watch the news and take a step back. But remember, I tell you, God ain't sleeping. And I'm going to sit here and watch every single thing that I speak about come on the damn news. But I'm going to leave y'all to time. Right now, my heart is full. If you joke me with a pin right now, there ain't no blood coming out of my damn ass. No, not out of my ass. If you stick me with a pin, there's nothing coming out of my veins.
Paula, what's up? Janet, big up.
Right? Jesus Christ,
Lady
man.
J, what's up?
How evil can you guys get? where we want liable source of news from, and you guys lock down. Like when a painting finish and nothing not in there, no lockdown, don't have nothing to say about these things. I know that the election is over with you.
The media was very quiet about all of the nasty things about Andrew Holness statutory declaration, him suing the Integrity Commission. They were very quiet. It was the biggest story and they refused to cover it as if it was a big story. It was very nasty.
You are gonna come out now, come talk about Isaac and Mr. Holness, for illicit enrichment and all this bullshit that's out there a long time, and for you to come to the media with it. Listen, man, I'm gonna be through with y'all for now, but y'all days is gonna come and you're all going to be ashamed. I just really feel sorry for my people. I just really feel sorry for my people. And people of Jamaica who care about your people, let we just go to our beds and pray. Because prayer go a far way. You hear that? Wicked people running this country. Mr. Holness! Sir, I was going to my bed a while ago. I'ma change my mind. When I'm watching on the news, I noticed that all the things that I've been out here talking about you, they did all of it before the election. And I was out here spilling my guts to the nation about what was happening. And it's just a few persons that take me serious and believe me. Okay? And now that the election is gone, the very first same things that I'm out here talking about every day just coming on the news, and Janelle them come talking about long awaiting my backside. Look how long it's out there. Number one, Mr. Holness take 18 months to reply to the Integrity Commission. He was forced to reply to them.
F1 guys, F1.
Okay, he lied about the investigation and everything. I know y'all coming out, come talk about $400 million of circulate three companies them. I was already out here telling the nation. And because of you people not reporting it on the news, you have 3/4 of the nation not believing what I was saying. Right? And now after election, y'all come running out here, come talk about long awaiting. And Isis and Mr. Holness, let me tell you something, sir. We're going to get you down. And after we get you down, and we're going to jail, no that we're getting a re-election. Because under the constitutional right, there's no way in hell you should have called a damn election. That is number one. And number two, you should have stepped down from the...
We don't want to pass number one. Jamaica is so far gone from its democracy that Andrew Holness, a man that is under investigation, the Jamaican people allowed him to stay in office and call an election when he is disqualified from calling it. This whole election was a disqualification. You know? From the moment he called the election, it was disqualified. So, you know, the alleged stealing of the election, which I believe they did, should we be surprised? It was illegitimate from the beginning.
Investigation started. Number one, from your court and the judge grant you leave to continue the damn case, you should have stepped down. So this election is not fair in no way, sense or form. So I hope Jamaica is ready to embrace themselves for another election in the next 2 years, 18 months to 2 years.
All of my donators, today is Friday. All right? It's the best day to donate. It's the weekend, baby. I'm just saying.
Criminals, wicked and evil. Corruption in the highest level, and you're gonna tell me that you're gonna swear in this convict, this criminal?
Thank you, bless.
Listen, man.
This is the criminal that they're gonna swear.
All right, so that are the intro of the show. The teacher them a ball out already, 0%, and them get more hours upon them time. What go on, Michelle? The teacher them get more hours upon them day and them get 0% upon them pay. Damn, that rhymes. They got more hours on their day with 0% on their pay. The teachers are now crying out and I ball out and I say, wait. Too late. Wanna choose Jamaica? Choose Jamaica. I'm find this song. Wanna choose Jamaica? Choose Jamaica. Jamaica song. Make me find this song. I hate this. Choose Jamaica.
Fast AI offers a very
Come
easy
true,
solution to spin up and rent a GPU.
Yeah.
Choose Jamaica.
Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts.
Choose Jamaica.
Hey, come on.
We're on a mission to lift up our
Nadine, what one?
Jamaica Labour Party building shape prosperity.
Prosperity.
No,
Want to feel the prosperity? 0% teachers. Y'all are so prosperous. So now what one?
we never said that it would happen overnight.
Yeah.
Still we lay down for
Him say now go happen overnight. So 10 years, I would have 0%. That means him going to need next 10 years to care 1%. Alright. Choose
to
Jamaica.
make the future right. We pledge our hearts to uphold our part. We've been going strong and we're just getting started.
Oh, what? Big up this year. Show on, walk
To
one.
the rightful path.
Nadine.
Greener grass
Sonia.
ahead. The
Vanessa.
voice is gone.
Choose Jamaica.
For better communities.
All the community them stay them better. Only can't sleep with the door open. How is the communities, ladies and gentlemen? After God bless, what's up? How is the communities?
Choose Jamaica.
For our prosperity.
We don't have to ask for prosperity because me say US dollar go at 2 bills soon. Mighty God, don't know ball out.
Choose Jamaica.
This is what it really means.
Yeah.
Choose Jamaica. Choose JLB.
Wanna choose JLB? Me say. You know, so I stop like labor right. Them labor right don't come over. Cause me want mac and cheese. Don't come over, man. Don't welcome. Wanna choose Jamaica? Me say, me I go live for soon and ball out. You hear me I tell you no? I'm not sorry for none of you no. I don't business, me not have no sympathy for none of you when you not ball out. Because I couldn't know that from now. Me I make it categorically clear. Brawling. So I'm not sorry for none of you. You hear what I said? Mummy, you know the tape. No type of tape, ni look at tape, man. I look clear tape them. Oh man, something wrong, man. Can't have in that house and not a tape, brother. I'm sure someone tape in that house. You must have one small tape somewhere. Looking at your stuff, them man. What you say? Them say Tuesday, them a swear in. Marcia. You see, me not even gonna try for be. I try to be as sound as undisrespectful as possible. Everybody can vote for one person. That is a given. But the majority, according to the polls, take voter suppression and thieving out of it. The majority of the Jamaican people, according to the polls, the ECG and the EOJ voted for the Labour right. So they choose Jamaica. So you see when the advocacy reach them, because there have been too many people on social media warning about what this government is actually doing, the things that they have signed off on, the corruption that is so many, from education to healthcare, all of the industry them, all of the ministry them, corruption in them. The Auditor General has exposed that corruption with what is called unaccounted for, monies that cannot be accounted for. I will break it down. We say, what does that mean? If you send your son to a shop with $4,000, seeing $5,000, because we have $5,000 bill, and him go buy one bread, seeing, and one piece of cheese, and one milk, and one biscuit, and him come back and you say, well, you change there. And him tell you, say, Mummy, you don't know, say, everything raised up, you know. You know, say, a $2,000 for your bread, and $1,000 for a piece of cheese, and the milk costs 15 bills, and the biscuit costs $500. And that the Jamaica Labour Party do. They want you to trust them, say, and that the thing them where them buy cars and then spend the money upon this. Them not have no receipts. Elaine, what's up? So when the Auditor General goes to Bob Salah show you say, these monies are unaccounted for. That's what the Jamaica Labour Party do. They might tell you, say, them pay for this and this and this and they don't have no receipt. That's why the money is unaccounted for. It's a cute way for thief. It's a cute way for thief. And if you don't have the receipt, you can't go say, no man, this never cost this, that never cost that, a lie I tell. You feel what I say? You understand? So you choose Jamaica. You choose prosperity, Marcia. You choose Jamaica, man. Look like she gone. Not even there for black car. She gone to her, she can't take a pressure. Choose Jamaica.
Guess we're building a better future together. Stay true no matter the weather. JP standing bold through every plan and school and road.
Radam. I don't know the new money. Oh, Friday night. You don't know what I'm going to Jamaica. You don't know what I'm going to Jamaica. I just an example, Mickey. It's just an example. You send your picnic go shop with $5,000 and him buy one bread, one milk, one piece of cheese and one biscuit and tell us the money done. You get a piece of ASS whooping, you see. You understand? But what? I want to share up the feed of the people because them a fight. As I go on from all day, I'll be a fight, my fight. Like, I don't know where them people are come from. As soon as they see you talk about the labor, they start flagging. You understand? People don't know what to do. Best man say no money can't finish. No, it's an example me and you. And that the labor right then do. The labor right then get some money in the budget and for each ministry. And the Auditor General got to say, alright, this is the accountability meter to make sure that you use the money the way how you said you would use the money. And then you don't have any receipts. Then if me label you as one thief, you can't wrong me. Just like the bus. Remember Daryl Voss tell you say, we all get 110 bus and now 60, you know. And now it a roll over in how much years, you know. You remember the man? A be a crafty man then do the big craft style, brother. Never hear chopper then talk about craft stuff. Government a big craft stuff, bro. Big craft stuff, bro. But you don't choose Jamaica still. Anyway, let me move on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember this.
Good night, everyone. My name is Daniel Thomas. My issue that I would like to raise at this time is with respect to Nids. We are not against a national ID. In its current form, it poses significant issues for many Jamaicans. 60,000 Jamaicans here and abroad who feel that there needs to be more consultation, ventilation of the issues, pros and cons. Withdraw the bill. Allow for proper ventilation of issues over a 3-month period even. Town hall meetings and joint select committee where we can properly speak about the many issues that are in the bill. We're not against the bill, but we are for the country.
Hear the dirty blows and skirt, girl. Hear this dirty, hey. Me not really style people sometimes when you see that girl there. That girl they get on top of my nerves, you know. You see one who says she a moderator for JLP meeting them. She always a cut off the people when they see she them a ask Andrew Owen some tough question. Hear the man say, the many 60,000 people signed the petition. Say them against the Nids in its current form. 60,000. The man say, yo, do proper consultation. Right? More town hall meetings for ventilate the issues them with the people them have. Star girl, what you deal with? A true man, them too damn licky man. Them too licky. Them choose Jamaica though. Them belly full yesterday and them are hungry for the rest of the day. But anyway, moving right along. Listen to this.
Of Jamaica moving forward.
Well, I'm very happy that we find common ground, being that we are both for the country moving forward.
You already asked.
We've asked you questions.
No, you already asked.
Oh, it was rhetorical. Okay.
Look on the youth, the under brother they are come cover him, I call the Rasta man, I try suppress the youth, freedom of speech. Like, Andrew Honest come attack the youth, because Andrew Honest don't say, Andrew Honest like educated people for true, you know. Christopher Tufton was correct. He is quite intimidated by intelligent people because he doesn't like to be challenged. He does not like to be challenged. Me, on the other hand, I get distracted because I love the challenge. Like I see some people in the comment section, if you learn, if you not answer them when they matter, but then I say, no, foolishness, let me just adjust that. Boop, and then sometimes it throw me off at the way I said before, and sometimes I go right back to it. But me, I opposite. Me love the challenge. Worse than me know me I talk about. Me not afraid for listening. You know? If I am not first in a subject matter, I will listen. I don't have the knowledge, so I'm going to listen because I want the knowledge. That's how it go. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Like many other things, it's rhetorical. Fine. What's new? You talk about consultation. You know what I reject? Do you know what I reject?
Yes.
I reject the view that somehow you have a higher moral authority on this matter than I do.
Why? And we don't care about what they reject. Because the young man actually have more higher authority, moral authority than you. You have none. Because you have sold out this country. You understand? No moral authority. And you come on stage, I beg forgiveness. Because you do this to the future, pity them and everything. And I mean, it's how you say it. This was years ago, you know, people. This was like 2020 or 2021.
Not here to create a system that is going to deprive Jamaicans of their freedom. And you know...
You hear what I'm saying? He's not here to create a system to deprive Jamaicans of their freedom. I am going to read the court hearing from the judge and what he said he needs to, you know. Listen to this.
What else?
But the bill does.
I am.
Yeah, what the youth say? But the bill does. Him say him not there to do that, you know. But the bill when my pass do it. So the youth stood on business. Your bill does. Listen what I'm saying.
A system that is going to create a system that is going to deprive Jamaicans of their freedom.
Him say him not create a system to deprive the Jamaicans of their freedom. But the bill does. The Nids bill does. And why do we say that? The Nids in its original form, it was mandatory that you take it. You didn't have any option. And if you didn't, a prison time and money you have to pay. Marcia, you must have been living under a political rock. For you to say that is the first time you are hearing about Marky G. And the fact that you call him Marky G, make me find it very disingenuous. Because Marky G is in pet name. That means you must be very familiar with him. I find your statement very disingenuous. Antonio, we take a big up. But let's continue. That's just me.
And you know what else?
But the bill does.
I am not hiding from consultation. I am here facing the questions. Unlike most, I am facing the questions and answering them.
A few moments later.
My name is Glendon Martin. I am a student of the University of Technology. What I have to say, well, I have a comment actually. The gentleman that asked the question.
Oh, the youth asked Andrew that question. I'm one doctor now because at university this now. Yeah, man, and him have a group, you know, where him farm, you know. He's very organized. You see him, young man. This next young man, I got to tell Andrew saying if you apologize.
Nids, Mr. Prime Minister, I was taken aback by the way you responded to the question. I felt that you came across too strong. I was listening to you. I was saying, should I go and ask this gentleman a question? Will he answer me in the same tone that he answered the young man. And what I want to say and what I want to see in Jamaica or overall with politics is that our politicians behave sometimes, even in parliament, when you see them jumping over, arguing with each other. Our young people are looking at this and they're saying this is something that is right because the politicians, the leaders of our country, this is something that they do. So, Mr. Prime Minister, I would like for you to, first of all, apologize on the way you responded to the question.
No, the youth are behind this youth. We are telling the Prime Minister the right things. Then he should apologize, which he didn't. Which we know he is that type of person. He's a narcissist, a kleptomaniac, so he can't do nothing wrong. So the young man they behind him like, how dare you ask Andrew Holness to apologize? How dare you? I can't believe he actually asked him to. See, that right there tells you the mindset of people. That they put the politicians on a pedestal. Them afraid of them. Them thinks of them is more than them. They are not more than you. They are servants. You are the master and them are the servant. How about that? You see the sooner you figure that out, the less foolish you to accept from government. And do with that information what you decide to do. Me not tell nobody what to do and how to react to the wicked system. Alright? Yeah, remember say me have a platform and me have to be responsible about it. You understand? You do it well. Anyway, we're gonna move on. So that happened. Alright, that happened. Now, this article came on Nationwide. Government taking data protection, not taking data protection seriously, says experts. Now, Nationwide is the only news station that has to cover this. So I'm not going to take it too seriously in terms of the credibility of it. I'm going to act as if it's credible to make a point. Wanna get me? I am not taking anything on Nationwide as credible. Say for what's up. However, this particular article, I'm going to use it to make a point. Alright? I'm going to use it to make a point. So don't work with me. One second. I'm going to stop cover the labor right them when stop cover them for something there. Like just the press conference to the JLP, I wouldn't even respond to it because all it does is anger me. That's all it does.
This young man in a way to Nids. And
it's in the bill that you'd like responded to.
Well, I can't go into all of them, but just to say, right now I qualify for NHT. Yes. In 3 years.
Oh, this is more extensive. What on it?
This bill
is more extensive.
Against the national ID, we see the benefit. Okay, so my issue
these are the ones
I would like to raise.
The other one cut up on short.
Is with respect to Nids.
Yeah, we need to listen to this first.
All right. No, I am not, and we are not.
Yo, me go end me TikTok live and come back here because them report the live.
Country, but we believe that in its current form, it poses significant issues for many Jamaicans, especially with the fact that there has not been, in my opinion, and many other Jamaicans, 60,000, I checked the petition this morning, 60,000 Jamaicans here and abroad who feel that there needs to be more consultation, ventilation of the issues, speaking about pros and cons. All right, both of them are important to our consultative process. So we're being told that we must enroll in Nids, or in the next 3 years we'll be possibly fined a max of $100,000.
Listen to this.
And barred from government services and possibly private services as well. The only exception being where there's a threat to health or life or a state of national emergency. Now, I'm deeply concerned about this bill because of the impact on the country.
So Charles, you have
just-
given us 2 points in the bill that you'd like responded to.
Well, I
Is
can't
there
go
a
into
third?
all of them, but just to say, right now I qualify for NHT.
Yes.
In 3 years, I will somehow lose my qualification because, I mean, somebody can respond to NHT points, of course.
You're sure about that?
Well, that is my understanding because it won't be a threat to my life or health.
This is where you're gonna come to get all the answers. All right.
Right.
So allow them to respond now. Thanks, Charles. Really
So
appreciate it.
we have over 60,000 Jamaicans.
So Charles, so you have to allow them to respond.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
Thomas, sorry.
I'm so sorry, Thomas. My apologies.
Can I
I
just
called you
finish
the
the
wrong
last
name.
2 lines here?
The last 2 lines.
Very quick.
2 points or lines?
2 lines. So my closing thought would be to withdraw the bill, allow for proper ventilation of issues over a 3-month period, even town hall meetings and joint select committee where we can properly speak about the many issues that are in the bill. We're not against the bill, but we are for the country of Jamaica moving forward.
Thanks,
Well,
Thomas.
I tell you what,
Excellent.
Thomas,
yes.
I'm very happy that we find common ground, being that we are both for the country moving forward. But I just wanted to know, can you now get your NHD benefit without providing identification? I just wanted to know. And the answer is no. No, you can't. Secondly, and let's be clear,
Hang on, Thomas, you don't get a second chance. So sorry, you already asked.
we've asked
It's
you questions.
rhetorical.
No, you already asked.
Oh, it was
I'm sorry.
rhetorical. Okay, fine. Like many other things, it's rhetorical. Fine. Secondly, Thomas, do you know, how old are you, Thomas?
I am 26.
Do you know that this bill, this idea of creating a national registry started from as early as 1970?
3 reasons to start Tai Chi workout this summer. In 1 week, you'll see your energy. In 2 weeks, you'll feel your breath. In 3 weeks, you'll have energy and your wife won't believe you.
And we've been discussing this national ID, morphed from having a birth certificate that's unique, starting with ID for voting, which by now, most Jamaicans who don't intend to vote, but who want some identification, decides that, well, we will take the voter ID, but we won't vote, and give my fingerprint for the voter ID, but I don't vote. There are 1.8 million Jamaicans who want an ID, and they give their fingerprint willingly, including some of the 60,000 who signed the petition. Answering personal questions, providing personal information,
yes, you're disingenuous.
Giving of their biometric. The government has that now. What's new?
Elga, what's up?
About consultation and speaking about this bill. In 2002, this bill was brought to the Parliament of Jamaica by the then Minister of Health, John Jr. It was tabled in Parliament and a joint select committee was named. It sat and languished and nothing happened.
And I don't know what the point he's making, you know. The man is talking about consultation. So nothing happened. You guys did not consult to the people of Jamaica. All those years, there was an opportunity to consult with the people. Now you came with the Nids now to try and shove it down our throats. The man is still flag my channel. Watch out. Oh my God, F1 my people, F1. This is a joke. Man is still a flag my channel. Only just hold on there, man. Don't be like that, Sassy. Don't be like that.
In 2009, former Prime Minister Bruce Golding saw that the bill was there, nothing is happening with it, started a resurrection of it. In 2012, former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller took the bill, and her very statements, this is a very important thing and we are going to push it, and started the negotiation for a loan to do this with the IDB.
All right, so who influenced Mama P to push that bill? Because Mama P, when I push that, means say, right, then people that think so we gullible, you know. Mama P was wonderful, but Mama P made some mistakes. I'm not going into that. The fact of the matter is the way how this bill was constructed is the real issue. You understand? It's the construction of the bill is the issue, you know, people. Right? There are some aspects of the bill that make it unconstitutional in its original form. And I think there's a lot of people that are unaware of this fact. So it is I find it important that this morning I share this with you. So all of the people on TikTok, please share up the live. Because they might fight my life. I don't know. They might fight my life hard.
It was good for them to start the conversation about a $64 billion loan. But no, it is not good.
But I don't know why he's talking about Portia, you know. He's straying away from the question and making it political. When this young man is actually an independent mind. He has his own group. He's definitely not political at all. And that's facts.
You know what I reject? Do you know what I reject?
Listen.
I reject the view that somehow you have a higher moral authority on this matter than I do.
You see, so take it personal. You notice when I talk to the youth with him vitriol and him, this is the real Andrew Holness now. The Andrew Holness when they see calm and array. No. This is the real Andrew Holness. When you see him feeling them pop up also, and you see him mouth stairs and go, and the real Andrew Holness that. That are the true character of Andrew Holness. You can't stay there. Devil smiling in your face now, man, and look like a calmness now, until the demon come out. That are the demon of Andrew Holness. I reject him that. You see when Mark Golding did in a parliament and talk about his wife being the speaker of the house, and him say, that is low. That is Andrew Holness. That is the real Andrew Holness. Alright? That darkness seeping out of him, that is him. Alright?
I am not here
what you did,
and I make that point very seriously, because I am not here to create a system that is going to deprive Jamaicans of their freedom. And you know what else?
But the bill
I
does.
am not
hiding. Look on the idiot brother behind him a clap. Eh? And look on the brethren in the black and look on him like, you really attack to these students. Huh? You want to tell him if you apologize. I say, man, I look on Jonas. Yo, you just a disrespect the youth like this and that. Your tone is very hostile, sir. This is not becoming of a leader.
From consultation. I am here facing the questions. Unlike most, I am facing the questions and answering them. And I will go to every church in Jamaica.
That is a lie. He never went to every church. He wouldn't go to every church because he never did plan to do that. That level of consultation was not done for the Nids. Lie, Matthew.
Go to every room, every house, and I will answer
them. Williams. A real clown, you know? Disrespectfully. Real clown, you know, man? Look on her go on. No, want to watch your original video.
Because I am not trying to take away anybody's right.
Yeah, that behind him. Case Prime Minister. So Andrew Holness has a mob at the town hall meeting to tear down the youth asking logical question about the Nids. You know what it is though? The article that I'm about to read validates every single concern that young man had about the Nids. So he was right. And all of these idiots, every single idiot in this video, whether them alive or dead, them are still idiot. All of them. Them dead are idiot or them are living are idiot. All of them will see jump up and a clap for Andrew Holness. Uno slow bad. Eh? Uno just anything they say because uno like them, uno just yay! And uno do no research. Nobody never go to you and say, yo, like, why do you have these concerns? What evidence do we have to show that these are legitimate concerns? Nobody never do that, you know. Andrew Holness have some MPs they did it in a crowd and I turn up and I jump to, and of course they probably have them followers them. So everybody know most of them jump up now and I lambast the youth and I give him and the youth stand up firm. Me have a whole heap of respect for him. He's very brave. That's a hostile crowd. That are some yes people. You understand? We are worship Andrew Holness in the crowd, right? And he would stand up to them. He stand up to them.
And I find that this discussion is disingenuous, unfair.
You hear what I'm saying? The discussion is disingenuous and it's unfair. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to mark that down what Andrew Holness just saying. Disingenuous and unfair. The concerns of the youth are raised about the Nids. Hold on.
And untruthful.
Oh, and untruthful. So I lie the youth I tell. The concerns of him about the Nids is disingenuous, unfair, and untruthful.
I will tell you, Jamaica, I am not going to hide from this. If you say that you are for Jamaica and that you agree that we should have a national civil registry, then let us talk as we are doing, but let us talk on the facts of the situation, not on the untruth and what we make up. Let us discuss the facts.
So, Andrew Holness basically say, I lie the youth I tell.
All right. So this was the reaction of an...
All right. So, let me go to the article now. Firstly, data protection experts attorney at law Chuck Cameron says the government is taking data protection, isn't taking data protection seriously enough. He says the Information Commissioner ought to be empowered to respond to cyber attacks and threats. Cameron was reacting to the revelation that more than 34.4 million cyber attack attempts were recorded in the country in the first half. So in a 6 months, 34.4 million. So now we can look to about 80 million. No, we can look to about 70 million attacks for this year. Given the way how things are going already, given that data protection is not that great in Jamaica, we are looking at about 70 million attempts. And I want to ask you guys a question. Do you guys do ratio? If you have 70 million attempts, what are the odds of 1 or 2 of those being successful? Cyber attacks. Good odds, right? Let's continue.
The government isn't.
On to the audio.
The law actually
okay, I guess these audios are not working. The data is according to the latest Fortinet Global Threat Landscape Report. Fortinet says attackers increasingly target sectors such as manufacturing, telecommunications, healthcare, financial services. Cameron says the companies are required by law to protect their operations from cyber attacks. Chuck Cameron, attorney at law, data protection expert, He was speaking on Nationwide at 5 on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Regional Sales Director at Lumna Technologies, Ronald Donaldson, says local business must employ new approaches to fight cyber attack. Ronald Donaldson, Regional Sales Director at Luma Technologies, he also speaks at Nationwide at 5. I don't know why these audios not playing.
Just calling the hackers.
Yeah, after 1 second, them stop. But that is the new article. So basically what he's saying is that they are concerned about our data protection in Jamaica. It is vulnerable, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Campbell, how you doing? You know, like up the live TikTok, like up the live YouTube. Alright? Like up the live, please. Like up the live. It says here, and this is the ruling, because I want to say big shout out to Mark Golden. Patrice, how you doing, my baby? We say I drive home, be safe on the road. Dr. Daniel Thompson is a part of the group called Low March Movement. What are you talking about? Alright, that kind of off. Alright, so it was taken to court by the freedom fighters, Mark Golden and the People's National Party that has been fighting for our rights against this wicked, uncaring government that has been given a third term or has taken a third term through unconventional means. This article says, Nids down the drain. Supreme Court says the act is unconstitutional and unlawful. So just off this title alone, before I go into the intricacies of the actual article and the details thereof, what Andrew Wallace said about the youth being untruthful, disingenuous, and all of those things that he said about the young man. Oh, you just got home. Okay, wonderful. All these things that he said about the youth, he's the one that's disingenuous. He's the one that is lying. All right? And let me just play about that last part there, because it was, I mean, if you hear them 3 words, they won't call you a while ago.
And untruthful. This, I'm not trying to take away anybody's rights. And I find that this discussion is disingenuous, unfair, and untruthful.
So Andrew Wallace said the young man was being unfair, he was being disingenuous and untruthful. Well, like I said, this article is from the Jamaica Global, April 15, 2019, titled Nids Down the Drain, right? Supreme Court says the act is unconstitutional and unlawful. Unconstitutional and what? Unlawful. Lorraine, how you doing? Pauline, big up. Alright? So, let us read the article. It says here that the Supreme Court of Jamaica has now confirmed what Jamaica Global Online told readers in our story of the November 2nd, 2018, that the National Identification and Registration Act is a flawed piece of legislation, likely to impinge on the constitutional rights of Jamaicans. Join the over 40,000 persons who so far read the original post, and they have the link, which I'm going to read what they said at that time, but I'm going to continue with the rest of this. In a landmark ruling on April 12th, 2019, the court, comprising Chief Justice Brian Sykes, I want to say big up to Brian Sykes, Chief Justice. Good afternoon, how are you doing, Dana? Big up yourself. I know the youth is a doctor now, I've heard. Una Stewart, big up. Alright? It says, I want to say big up to Mr. Brian Sykes, Justice David Batts and Lisa Palmer Hamilton. They unanimously declared the Nids Act null and void and of no legal effect. The court ruling came as no surprise as legal civil society groups and the political opposition have pleaded with the government to engage the country in more detailed discussion of the proposed act before it was voted into law. So ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Holness and his government refused to do consultation after being pleaded by civil society groups, the opposition, legal luminaries, right? And of course the young man that was at that and the 60,000 people that signed this petition. He did not listen to the people. And this is a trait of the Jamaica Labour Party. They do not listen to the people. They don't take what the people saying into consideration. They are bullies. You understand? So they wanted to shove this down our throat, but the court said it is unlawful. Not only did the government ignore the public, but it bulldozed the act through both House of Parliament and proceeded to spend taxpayers' money in advertising and implementation contracts, even as the challenge to the law was before the court. So ladies and gentlemen, for full context, Batman government, Lorraine, with all of the concerns from the legal minds and the opposition, the Jamaica Labour Party, all right, I'm going to do that. The Jamaica Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen, decided that, thank you so much, Patricia, for the donation to the Zelle. Big up yourself, you know what I mean? Much appreciated indeed. So, the Jamaica Labour Party, right, even though it was being challenged in court, was proceeding to advertise the Nids in its original form. They don't care. Them have the 49 seat at the time, which them don't have now, thank God. And I saw them when I operate. But you know what happened? Remember saying, them say them don't need no opposition, What God do? God give them an opposition of a lifetime. Remember say them don't need to be held accountable by nobody. But the people them must support them. Remember, And guess what God do? Give them 28 blur not problem in a parliament. 28. And we know so them thief the election. We know whether indirectly or directly, election thief. Yeah, that's our opinion. Somebody say me I waste my time. It's funny how a lot of people look good on the outside, but on the inside they lack any moral compass, any dignity, any respect for self. Like them look good on the outside, they might have good hair, or they put themselves together and everything, but inside their core of their being, they are rotten. And there's a lot of people like that who support the Jamaica Labour Party. Because I cannot understand, how do you see all this corruption and still talking about one PM and one bro God and them something like that? Yeah, devil worship or something. Florence, what's up? But anyway, that is what they did. Even though it was in court, them never business. You know how shameful it is that them do all of that and the people, the court say, it is unlawful. So, Andrew Holness' government is either they are incompetent, and incompetent means they lack the mental capacity to operate as government, to do the legal things, the right things in passing acts and bills that won't violate the constitutional rights of the people and is not unlawful. They were passing a bill that was unlawful. If it wasn't for the challenge of the People's National Party, Mark Jeff Segolin and the 14 members them, the small team versus 49, if it wasn't for them, we would all be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to explain to you why as the article goes along. It says here that not only did they ignore, Nids is being funded at a cost of US 13.6 million, part of the US 68 million loan by the Inter-America Development Bank, IADB. Jamaica Global Online said the Nids Act was likely to be an invasion of Jamaicans' right to privacy. You hear that? So you laborites for the Lorna Lawrence, big up. You laborites that is out there, Andrew Holness put out a bill that would have invaded your right to privacy. And I mean, says I judge says so. And the judge says so. Alright? The right to privacy, citing precedents from the Supreme Court of India. The Jamaica Justice reaffirms the Jamaica citizens' right to privacy on 3 grounds. Privacy of the person. That is, there is some invasion by state of a person's rights related to his physical body. This is one of the problems them with the Nids, you know. Invasion by the state of a person's right related to his physical body. Powell, how you doing? Yeah, there's a sickness in the Labour Party, Jasmine. Only God alone can help them. May I tell you that? The people that will support these people. Informational privacy, which does not deal with a person's body, but the recognition that an individual may have control over dissemination of material that is personal to him or her, where the unauthorized use of such information may lead to infringement of their rights. So, there is certain information personal about you, could be a medical records and stuff like that. Basically what this is saying from my understanding is that there could be an infringement on those personal things that you would normally have control over. You wouldn't have control over it when you take the Nids. It's like your right to privacy of your information would be forfeited. That is what I'm understanding. So your body, you know, your own body, your rights to your own body, relating to your body, your physical body was being violated with the Nids. The rights to your information, your birth certificate, your medical information, I think even your land title and them something when I got up on a new identification. Share up the live, guys. CW, what's up? Right? So those are 2 major things, you know. Those are not light things, you know. A man can easily steal an identity with those information. A man can steal a property. And I just read about the cyber hacking. Jamaica is not ready for a full digital system. They are not even close to ready for. As a matter of fact, a full digital system should not be an option. There needs to be a digital and still a physical system in terms of money. Exactly, look what happened on election night. Look what happened before the election night. Wasn't there a cyber attack on the base where all our information is in terms of with birth certificate, who our mother, all of them something there? Remember I said there was an attack on that, you know? Zine. So he goes on to say, the privacy of choice, which protects an individual autonomy over personal choices. The way how this, and that's one of the biggest things the youth was saying. If you did not take the Nids in its original form, you could get locked up and put in prison, and you could be disenfranchised in terms of what? Doing your business, paying your taxes and stuff like that. Right? Flying overseas, whatever it is that you were doing normally with the documentation, you would be now hindered. Buying food, they were going to phase it in over time, yes. But it still would disenfranchise people even in that process. So the privacy of choice, ladies and gentlemen, they did in that bill, you did not get a choice whether or not you wanted to take a digital currency. It was being forced down our throats. Blessed child, big up. This is what the article is saying. I'm reading directly from the article. It said it was mandatory requirement of the Nids Act, which requires compulsory taking the biometric information. You hear that? So you giving the biometric information should be optional. That is what the church is saying. What can go so indeed? It should be optional. But the way how the Nids was presented in its original form, right? you would have been disenfranchised from your privacy of choice. And that requirement supported by criminalization if a person did not register, that really got Jamaicans angry. Right? So the youth was not telling a lie when him asked him about the Nids and why is it them are going to be fined and probably imprisoned if them not take it. And Andrew want to say a lie, the youth are telling him disingenuous and him unfair. When the youth actually did his research and was on point. It says the court found that the mandatory requirements deprive Jamaicans of choice and ruled that on all three dimensions, the Nids Act does violate citizens' right to privacy. It described the law as being very coercive in exposing the citizens to criminal prosecution. Mighty God, make me look up what coercive mean. Yes, I don't remember what that one I mean. Me now go around no. Coercive, I don't remember what that word I mean. Coercive describes the use of force, threat, or intimidation to compel someone to do something against their will. Mighty God. Let me read that again. Coercive describes the use of force, threats. When you threaten somebody, Diane, big up. Intimidation to compel someone to do something against their will. The Jamaica Labour Party presented a Nids in its original form that was twisting the arm of the Jamaican people to compel them, threaten them, force them through intimidation to take something that they did not want to take. The Jamaica Labour Party is a bully, and I'm telling you, all of you Labourites watching, don't ball to me. Wagwan and Ramsey, don't ball to me. Wagwan last some ball to God. I will be here, and I will be waiting, and I'll be watching TikTok. And all of the comments them, anytime I see Labourite them a ball upon TikTok, don't send it in the group. Send it to my number personally. Call my phone. Let me know say important. Anytime I see no video with the Labourite them a ball out, because they start ball out already, you know. I want to send it to my phone. Alright? This is what Andrew Honest tried to do to the people of Jamaica. Intimidate, force, and threaten the people and to take the Nids. And if they didn't, they would be criminalized, charged money, just like what them doing in a pandemic. You don't follow the rules them, boop, in a head. Lock up. People lose their work. All type of thing. Brownman Security, big up. GG, big up. Mass Control, big up. Mass Control, they can't ball to me, Mass. That me I tell you, they can't ball to me. Ball to God. I'm serious about that, man. Not joke. All I labor right there, me I talk to. All I want to choose Jamaica. Don't ball to me. Yeah? Anyone want to see video of them, Edley, big up. Anyone want to see the video of them, want to send them to my phone, because I'm going to do a compilation and a laugh party. You remember good. So let me read back what the judge said. The judge said, it described the law as being very coercive, being very forceful, threatening, intimidation to compel someone to do something against their will. Andrew Honest government held a gun to our heads, ladies and gentlemen, figuratively, with the Nids. That is how dangerous the Nids was. Forcing people to go against their natural thought of choice, intimidating them, threatening them with the Nids. So the young man was not wrong. The young man was right. The young man was right in his concerns about the Nids. And he went up there and talked about, I reject the assertion that you have more moral authority than me. He does have more moral authority than you. You don't care about the people of Jamaica and their well-being. I say it already, you know. for the government of Jamaica at that point to put together the Nids. How do they not know the Constitution? You know, ask yourself the question. How did they not know the Constitution? No, we're not mad out in a sassy, whatever your name is. We're not mad out in, you know what we are doing? We are reminding the people of what they chose. You, people like you who choose Jamaica, or so-called Jamaica, we are reminding them who to choose. You choose one government that presented a bill that was unconstitutional and unlawful. That's what you did. That's what you encouraged. That's what you promoted. This is not what I'm saying. This is what the article is saying. Right? Supreme Court Public Building. It says, Jamaica Global Online also warned against dangers involved in taking of a person's biometric information. And the court agreed. The court agreed. Right? A man can use your fingerprints them and do a crime and say you're a criminal, you know? If the people are hacking your biometrics, you don't know watch movie? Technology is very savvy, you know. They can take your biometrics, whatever database them have the stuff in that is being hacked. People can take your biometrics and they can create fingerprints, do crime where you are nowhere near the scene of the crime, and now you become a suspect of a crime because they used your fingerprints, because they have access to the data of your biometrics. You don't see how dangerous that is? See, this is why consultation should have been done, you know, heavy, you know. So who decides that they want to take Nids knowing all of this? Feed them business that. But it shouldn't be a case where everybody have to take it. Where somebody say them can use it to take loan from the bank. Mighty God, I not even think about that. Scamming again. They can use it to access your information by your device them or so broken in your house. Access your information. You might have a safe. Use your fingerprint. Gone with all your money, you might have a digital safe and your ID, your fingerprint that way they use. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yo, the actual violation of privacy is endless, ladies and gentlemen. It is frightening as a matter of fact. That is what they was trying to push on the people. Right? If you put a fool in a murder and beat him or her, them come out fool. No, so we can't bother, you know. There's nothing safe for us here, Paul. So the set of Jamaican allow Andrew Williams to choose science and not God. Why? That's our next conversation. Yeah, what else? You know. The court found that the collection of biometric information impacts the citizen's informational privacy as well as his ability to move about freely. Let me read that again. The court found that the collection of biometric information impacts the citizen's informational privacy as well as his ability to move about freely. Wow! The justice pointed to the fact that the unique identification number, NIN, to be issued to each Jamaican was to be seeded across a variety of databases. Ultimately within the possession of the government and enabling the state to pull together vast amount of information about the citizen. In effect, this would put the government in a position to derive new information and new knowledge by this combination. This, they concluded, was an invasion of privacy, rights, and the justification given by the government for forcing citizens to submit to the invasion of their privacy did not meet the statutory or constitutional standards. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Owner's government knew they were invading our privacy. Andrew Owner's government knew they were forcing down this thing down our throats. And they went to government, they went to the court and gave an excuse as to why they were doing it. And the court said, no, no, no. Only hear me say a while ago? The court said, no, no, no. Let me read that again. Let me read that again. From the top. The court found that the collection of biometric information impacts the citizen's informational privacy, as well as his ability to move about freely. His ability to do what? Move about freely. Ladies and gentlemen, the way how the Nids was constructed, they could lock down your Nids card from purchasing in a that city there or that shop there. Your money wouldn't have no use there, so I eat them at talk about. You couldn't travel go there so if they want to block you off because you have to pay for everything with your card. It gave the government ultimate dictatorial power. Let me read it again. The court found that the collection of biometric information impacts the citizen's informational privacy as well as his ability to move freely. Your movement could be restricted, ladies and gentlemen. Read between the lines. Think. It's not illegal yet. Think. The justice pointed to the fact that the unique identification number to be issued to each Jamaican was seeded across a variety of databases. That means that them pull the number from different databases from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, data invasion of privacy, that is a problem. Ultimately, within the possession of the government and enabling the state to pull together a vast amount of information about the citizen. In effect, this would put the government in a position to derive new information and new knowledge by this combination. An invasion of your privacy, ladies and gentlemen. A big invasion of your privacy. They want total control, and the Nids is what they wanted to use to get to that total control. But thank God for Mark Golding. Thank God for his leadership. Thank God for the People's National Party. All of you comrades that is against Mark Golding because he's white, well, he's the one that saved us from oppression where the Nids is concerned. Salute to Sir Mark Golding. Do not resign, and we stand behind you, sir. And we love you. We respect you. It says here that me not gonna stop beating you know. All I know where I look for Mark Golding skin, me I go beating you day and night for this program. Day and night. Anyway, this they concluded was an invasion of privacy and rights, and the justification given by the government for forcing citizens to this invasion of their privacy did not meet the statutory and constitutional standards. So, ladies and gentlemen, the government of Jamaica at the time, the Jamaica Labour Party, they literally was telling the judge, this is why we are invading their privacy. And the judge said, that excuse is not justified. That excuse was not justified. You understand? Cressida, exactly. I not even want to call field name no more. Him done. Him not in Ireland I live in. Thank you, Joe Barnes. Thank you. Guys, feel free to bless me up with the blessings, you know. Today is Friday. I am open to receiving all blessings. Whether Cash App, PayPal, you name it. All blessings is welcome today. Zelle, everything. Yeah, man? I don't know why this thing oh, me never did remember pin that message from night but with the cash up on his Zelle. Remember pin that message there. Yeah. No, the cash up on the PayPal. Anybody want his Zelle? You have a link on WhatsApp. I forgot to pin the message, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I was rushing. No, this is very, very serious now, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that them actually went to court and tried to say to the judge, no judge, the reason why we're invading their privacy is because of this. And the judge said, hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no, hell no, to the no, no, no. Can't violate the constitutional rights then where they are mad. No violation. Who can't hear must feel. Some people make money turn them in a fool. So the good are going to suffer for the bad. Me tell him, say, don't ball to me, ball to God, because me can't go help them, you know. Cressida laugh off of me. Cressida, hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. You better know that. It says here, in addition, there was the question of storage and safety of citizens' information once it's in the possession of the state. Want to hear that? There was concerns and questions about the storage and safety. Where were they going to store all this information? Was it going to be safe? The court ruled that the Nids in its present form, protection was inadequate and therefore a violation of the right of privacy. So, ladies and gentlemen, not only did Andrew Owen's government was going to pass the Nids and roll it out and force it on us, but it was also unsafe. Our information, the safety and storage was inadequate. What is the rush? Why is Andrew Owen's government, or why were they fast-tracking a bill that was unconstitutional and unlawful and also unsafe? Everything that the judge is saying right here, so, is saying that it was unconstitutional, it was unlawful, and it was unsafe. They did not have enough storage and they did not have enough protection for the people's data with the Nids in its original form. And I'm reading from an article about what the judge said. Not Bolo VNR, not my word. Alright? Go to Jamaica Global website, JamaicaGlobalOnline.com. Yeah. And you can see the Nids article with the judge. What Eileen Jones big up. Verna big up. My tell us that it's not normal people. It says the court ruled that the Nids in its present form, protection was inadequate. Inadequate means it's not adequate, which means it's not good, it doesn't work, it's not safe. Alright? And it violated all rights of privacy. Why is the ruling in this particular case so important? Shutting down the Nids law itself might be seen as a major victory by concerned citizens, and it is. Far more important, however, is the precedent that this case has established, which is right of all Jamaicans to challenge any act of parliament if he or she thinks it is likely to impinge his or her freedom. This precedent has been established by the court interpretation of section 13 subsection 2 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom as a guarantee by the Jamaican Constitution, which declares that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go on with the article, but this part needs to be highlighted. This is why we have to be involved in our politics, and we have to stay locked into what is it that they are trying to pass in Parliament. What is it that, what law, what act, what we need full consultation, or we need to demand full consultation on every single act. We need town hall meetings. Every single act that the Jamaica Labour Party tries to pass. As a matter of fact, I need us to be locked in, but I'm so happy also that we have the People's National Party to defend our constitutional rights in Parliament. All right? But we still need to make sure that we do our part as well, because the power is with the people. You understand? Jacqueline Mackenzie said they are not educating us, so we have to educate ourselves. Some of us can't read, but thanks to you guys that do the research and educate. Yeah, man, bless up yourself, man. Bless up yourself. We want the people them to be empowered, you know, and the only empowerment is through education. And I have to say, I have benefited from this. I want to thank Andrew Honest for being who he is. The wicked, evil leader he is. I want to thank him. Sound crazy, right? You know what that has done? That has forced me and pushed me to learn more about our political process, about our constitution, about the rights that we actually have. So I want to thank Andrew Honest for being an oppressor of the people. You understand? Because it forced me to dig deep and dig. Born again, oh Lord, big up. Right? It forced me to learn more. And it's that in me learning more that I share with you, and then realize that you guys also didn't know what I didn't know. You understand what I say? So it has been a win-win. So Andrew Honest being who he is the catalyst for real change in this country. And I am encouraging everybody, if your mind tells you to start one channel, or you want to do your thing on TikTok, start it. Speak out. Share your views. If me book up on it and it makes sense, me I share it on my channel, and I'm going to make it people know so they can go over and watch it. Send it to me. You understand what I say? Parliament shall pass no law, and organs of state shall take no action which abrogates, abridges, or infringes those rights. Mighty God. What the court has now declared in unequivocal terms is that once citizen establish a violation or a likely violation, he has the right to challenge such action in the courts. Moreover, the burden is now on the violator, the government, to prove in its defense that its actions or proposed actions is demonstrably justified in a free and democratic society. In the case of Nids challenge brought by Mr. Julian Robinson, the government was unable to justify the monetary requirements of the act and the invasion of privacy rights of Jamaicans. In rubbishing the claims by the Attorney General that the Nids constitutional challenge was a political ploy. So, the Jamaica Labour Party always used the concerns of the People's National Party in the defense of us, the people of Jamaica, as a political ploy. When what they're doing is their job, they are the opposition. They are supposed to guard against a rogue government. They are supposed to guard the people against a rogue government. Andrew Honest government is a rogue government, in my opinion. They no longer are operating in the best interest of the people of Jamaica. Not all of us. That is for certain, not all of us. Right? And it is the job of the People's National Party, the opposition, to make sure that they keep them in line. I know they have a stronger team. They have some linebacker and some runner there. Me I tell you, if you watch football, American football, you don't know what me I talk about. I know say Marcus, you are the one who throw the ball. Yeah, him are the captain. El Capitan, Uvex. Him are the security. Uvex. You call him security? Well, watch him secure the rights of the people of this country. Not comrades, no. The rights of the people of this country. All when they come with them, all when they liberate them like Marky G. Mark Golden and his team had protected you against your own party where you love. They have protected you against the labor rights. Labor rights, Mark Golding protected you against the labor rights. With carrying them to court about these Nids. You remember good? It says here that in rubbishing claims by the Attorney General that the Nids constitutional challenge was a political ploy. The Chief Justice observer that the fact that Julian Robinson was a member of parliament and a member of a political party was completely irrelevant, as all Jamaicans have the right to challenge any act. Not some Jamaicans, you know, whether you're in a parliament or not. All Jamaicans have the right to challenge any act of parliament if he or she thinks it's likely to impinge on his or her freedom. You hear that? That is the biggest takeaway that I want you guys to take away from this. In the case of the Nids, all Jamaicans have the right to challenge any act of parliament if he or she thinks it is likely to impinge on his or her freedom. No act that is being passed or tabled should go against or challenge your freedom. It's supposed to coincide with your freedom, not go against it. Let me read it again. Julian Robinson, as a member of parliament and a member of the political party, was completely irrelevant. So they must say political because he is a member of parliament for the PMP. So it's a political challenge. No, they are saying that it's irrelevant, as all Jamaicans have the right to challenge any act of parliament if he or she thinks it is likely to impinge on his or her freedom. We had an opportunity to rescue Jamaica September 3rd, and you guys dropped the ball. The PMP has to take some responsibility because they were not ready for the skullduggery attempts of the Jamaica Labour Party. All of the unconventional things that was done by Andrew Otis, his wife, and other members of their core. Yeah, man, you are most welcome, man. You are most welcome. If you guys want to get the link to the article, you can hit me up on WhatsApp. The number is only one sticker alone I can put up. Most can put up 2 stickers. Or 1 sticker alone I can put up. Alright, I put up it. I put up my number. Oh, and if you don't want to join the conversation, you can join the conversation right now. If you want us to discuss further the needs. Alright. You can join the box or you can call in. So we have an issue, guys. We have a serious issue. 1, there is still not enough protection for our data as it is. And 2, unfortunately, we have a government that tried to. The number is 876-451-6535. I would love for you guys to sign the Magnitsky Act. You know, simple pebbles wagwan, mama. I would love for you guys to sign the Magnitsky Act. We need 10,000 signatures on that. It's an international document that is going to be used against the government in terms of all the corruption that is happening. So if you guys are interested to sign that document, link me so I can send you the document. Alright, I'm supposed to make 2 phone calls, and after this live I need to make both of them. It's very important. Very important. Make some next moves. Mark is a brilliant person. Right now, when it comes to the constitutional law, that's a fact. The PNP should have fought for the EOJ and the Ombudsman to be out. No, ladies and gentlemen, let us be frank. How do you sign? Link me up on WhatsApp, Donna. Write down this number. Jot it down somewhere. My number is 876 451 6535. That's 876 451 6535. That is the number. Alright? That is the number. So our data is severely compromised, ladies and gentlemen. As it is right now. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? What does that mean? I never got to watch this. Let me hear what I'm going to say.
Election is over. We think some of the program will be talking Isaac Buchanan Eastern and Salika Jess, the constituency of St. Elizabeth Northeast. Thank you both so much for coming in. Appreciate it. And I have to just start with Isaac Buchanan because Portland East has been all over the news. It's been such big news that you actually did manage to beat the Jellies and the cars there. And a lot of people have been saying, how come? Very briefly, what do you attribute it to?
You know, the social media space is completely different to what's happening on the ground. The simple answer.
Oh, it's 876 45. See, Jacqueline, you on TikTok and on YouTube. Nightbot just dropped my number and I chatting and see it there. To join my WhatsApp group, good people, please text join to 451 6535. It's right there. It's right there. Yeah, man. So you guys need to pay attention to Nightbot. Nightbot tell us if you sub up to me YouTube channel, them other channel them. Right? You get the PayPal link if you want to donate to the PayPal. You understand? You have the Cash App link there. It tells you thanks for liking the video. There's a video about the tsunami and the earthquake that I always promote. A documentary on all of my live streams. Nightbot is promoting it. Or somebody a call for text me. That's right. Call and then get the number down and then you text me. That's how you do it. I want to thank Patricia again for the donation, man. My goodness. Very timely and very appreciated. I'm so thankful. Big up Patricia all the time for her consistent support of me and this platform. Cannot say it enough. Cannot say it enough. Alright. Okay, I got it. Somebody just text me, so let me see. Oh yeah, here it is, the Magnitsky app. So let me just copy this and paste it and send it to them. The teacher will call me. Oh, I'd say, see what I'm talking about? Can't say me never want, no. He's a teacher that migrated. You understand? And as a matter of fact, he was a principal. He was not just a teacher. He was a vice principal, sorry. So, Earth Angel walk one. You got yourself, mama. Yeah, man, I'm going to send you. This person just text me. There you go. Sign that and share that. Hold on there. May I get some messages there?
Is the message resonated with the people. I brought the heat, health, education, agriculture, and tourism, and we launched the DEEP program, which is the Digital Economy Educational Program. The people of Portland, they're very prideful.
Oh God, yo, look how the people hug up Isaac Buchanan. My goodness. My goodness. You know, so I'm very happy for you people in East Portland. I am so happy for them. I am so happy for them. They have gotten some serious representation. How are you doing, Sheriff? He's gonna leave a serious mark, you know. On the whole hand there. My brethren send more advice now. They have to mute now. Sorry about that. Hey, so yeah, wait, hold on then. What you say I gotta do it now? You gotta just oops to my G and then make him do the rest. I say you plan to do it. Let me know, you know. Alright. I'm happy for them, man. I'm happy for East Portland. Tamara, you send me a message? Hold on there. Yeah, I'm looking at my WhatsApp. I don't see any more messages to check. You want to call? How will your number start with, Tamara? Will you see which Isaac was represent your constituency? No, man. Yeah, man, East Portland really bad at the labor right them. Something about East Portland is very big for them. It seems. Yeah, man, T-Tara. Yeah, but I don't see any message from you. Yeah, but I don't see any message from you. You sent a message a while ago? Send another message.
We want better for the future and the next generation that follow. And education is the great divider. That focus was important to them. And the land issue. We can talk more about that, but land, very important to the people.
You hear that? Land is very important to the people.
What about you, Silika Dress? What do you attribute your win to? I think it's a number of factors. For me, hard work, it began right there. When I was called to serve the people of Northeastern St. Elizabeth, I actually moved. I relocated to St. Elizabeth. And so I had been living there for almost 3 years. It means that I was present at every event that you could think of: graduation, grave digging, funerals, church service. I was there in the good times and in the bad times, back to school. Name it, I would have been part of the community activities. And so along with being present, being on the ground, my days, I would tell people, were like 12-hour long days. So I would start out at 8 or 9 in the morning, and at 11, I'm still on the road in the nights. Of course, along with the hard work, I was blessed to have tremendous support from my counselors. I have really committed counselors who are on the ground politicians. They know their people. And so that made my work a lot easier, because when persons in the community saw that I was accepted by the counselors, they themselves understood that, we're one goal, one mission. And you saw that in the results. The results would have shown that we actually exceeded even our 2020 numbers as well as our 2016 numbers. So we got back the votes that we had lost. We unified the constituency, and so we had a formidable force to work with in 2025.
Here's the thing though, the PNP thought it was going to win the election. So MPs like you, MP elects like you, would have been expecting that you would be in Parliament on the governing side with access to government resources and everything that comes with that. So all these promises you have been making to your constituents now, let me ask you first, Isaac Buchanan, how that work now when you're in opposition?
Totally but I never made any promise that is not doable. One of the things is you tell your constituents as it is, the realities. make fanciful promises. And the things that I am trying to implement, especially when we're talking about education, when you think about agriculture in the space, and when you think about entertainment, even the health sector, these things are promises that can be kept, notwithstanding. It's just about advocacy, and I certainly am going to be able to deliver.
Same question.
For me, I'm always prepared for any eventuality. And so my leadership in the parish and in the constituency would say to you that I would have made it clear to them that I believe it is going to be a very close election. There are no guarantees in politics. And so against that background, I was very, very clear in terms of my own utterances. So for example, the programs and policies that I would have advanced, I would have said to them that I'm prepared to establish from my own personal resources a social welfare fund. I'm going to start the fund with $2 million of my own money. So regardless of the national outcome of the election, that social welfare fund is going to be in place for my constituents. Those persons who need assistance with buying their grocery, with sending the children to school, paying the bus fare, those who need to buy the prescription, they will be able to access that regardless of the outcome of the national election. So for me and my people in Northeastern St. Elizabeth, we will be fine because we're going to be doing the things that we had committed to do regardless of what has happened.
2 million sounds like a lot, and once people start draw down on it and bills
it goes in no time.
Grocery and back to school and everything that I go down, what am I finish?
I'm very happy you asked that question because I'm always at pains to say to persons that 2 million is what we're going to start it with. That's not what we're going to end it with. That is my personal commitment, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to be reaching out to investors and reaching out to other persons in the diaspora who have already given their commitment that they believe in the vision that I have on Northeast and they're willing to put their money where their heart is. And so I know, just as we have set up welfare funds in the past and they have been sustainable, I went to law school because of a fund that was in place that provided a scholarship for me. So I know as an attorney I can set up a trust, I can set up a fund that will be sustainable for generations and generations to come, and that's my commitment.
A lot of people don't see this MP thing as a handout thing, very transactional. Doesn't this feed in the black narrative?
And I always say that it is quite unfortunate whenever it is that we talk about assisting people below the poverty line, people talk about handout, but then when we talk about lowering the transfer tax from 5% to 2% so that real estate developers and investors can benefit and have more monies in their pockets when they sell real estate, people don't see it as a give back. When we talk about the government just in March slashing by 80%, they reduced the bond on import duties so that new car dealers could actually save and invest money back into their business and make it clear that those monies will not necessarily translate into a reduction or a decrease in car values or car prices. Those are monies which benefit, and those are programs which benefit the rich and the connected. But yet when we do things that benefit the poor, people say it's a handout. For me, I believe...
Hey, some I have one I didn't know I could get more love for Zulika Jess. Move away from the fact that she's beautiful and she's genuine and just a wonderful person. She's so intelligent. She's an actual lawyer. You see how she done Diane Jackson Miller a while ago? I'm going to go play it again. I gotta play it again.
I believe that as much as I'm going to be implementing and working hard, fighting, advocating to have skills training centers and put in place mechanisms that will provide employment or at least bring employment into the constituency, I think that I have a duty to also make sure that my constituents don't die of hunger whilst I teach them how to fish. So I don't have a problem. I don't see it as a handout. I see it as a help out.
You mentioned the land issue.
Damn! Oh, baby, play that back, man. Oh, wait. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Oh, I'm clipping this up. Yeah, this is going on my TikTok. Oh,
I'm very happy you asked that question because I'm always at pains to say to persons that 2 million is what we're going to start prescription. They will be able to access that regardless of the outcome of the national election. So for me and my people in Northeastern St. Elizabeth, we will be fine because we're going to be doing the things that we had committed to do regardless of what has happened.
2 million sounds like a lot, and once people start draw down on it and bills
it goes in no time.
Grocery and back to school and everything that I go down, what am I finish?
I'm very happy you asked that question because I'm always at pains to say to persons that 2 million is what we're going to start it with. That's not what we're going to end it with. That is my personal commitment, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to be reaching out to investors and reaching out to other persons in the diaspora who have already given their commitment that they believe in the vision that I have on Northeast and they're willing to put their money where their heart is. And so I know, just as we have set up up welfare funds in the past, and they have been sustainable. I went to law school because of a fund that was in place that provided a scholarship for me. So I know as an attorney, I can set up a trust, I can set up a fund that will be sustainable for generations and generations to come, and that's my commitment.
A lot of people don't see this MP thing as a handout thing, you know, very transactional. Doesn't this feed into black narrative?
And I...
Yo, you never hear them question the handout them what the rich people ain't get from the government. You never hear it. And see the number up on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. The pin actually come up now, the sticker. Then when I verify if it clean or whatever. So anybody that is here and they want my number, it's right there. You can reach out to me and get the links to sign the petition and other things that I want to share with you. Join my WhatsApp channel so you can get notifications when I go live on YouTube, you know. But transactional. The poor is getting help and it's being criticized. That's the narrative they put out there when the poor is being helped. But the way how Zulika Chess answered this question, I gotta slow it down, man. Cause she already speak fast already. I'll put it on normal speed. El Normal.
I always say that it is quite unfortunate whenever it is that we talk about assisting people below the poverty line, people talk about handout. But then when we talk about lowering the transfer tax from 5% to 2% so that real estate developers and investors can benefit and have more monies in their pockets when they sell real estate, people don't see it as a give back. When we talk...
Who do you think benefit from the real estate something? Andrew Honest, your wife, business partner, among some of the people. Yo, let me play that back, man. Yo, Zulika, I love you, baby.
You know, very transactional. Doesn't this feed into black narrative?
And I always say that it is quite unfortunate whenever it is that we talk about assisting people below the poverty line, people talk about handout. But then when we talk about lowering the transfer tax from 5% to 2% so that real estate developers and investors can benefit and have more monies in their pockets when they sell real estate, people don't see it as a give back. When we talk about the government just in March slashing by 80%, they reduced the bond on import duties so that new car dealers could actually save and invest money back into their business and make it clear that those monies will not necessarily translate into a reduction or a decrease in car values or car prices. Those are monies which benefit, and those are programs which benefit the rich and the connected. But yet when we do things that benefit the poor, people say it's a handout. For me, I believe that as much as I'm going to be implementing and working hard, fighting, advocating to have skills training centers and put in place mechanisms that will provide employment or to also make sure that my constituents don't die of homelessness, mechanisms that will provide employment or at least bring employment into the constituency. I think that I have a duty to also make sure that my constituents don't die of hunger whilst I teach them how to fish. So I don't have a problem. I don't see it as a handout. I see it as a help out.
Love you, girl. Man, you don't understand, woman. Yeah, boy. Woo! Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Oh, let this person knows I'm alive. I am live. You know I'm live, right?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, see what said in the voice note about the Portland thing.
Body?
About the Portland thing, about the airport to the beach of Portland.
Okay.
Remember, when I tell you that.
Okay. I
man.
that enough people are saying them I say down at Portland they look like some illegal activity are going on the shores there.
Yeah man, remember say them all the big shipment down at Ian Fleming, you know. So that can go on again.
Yeah,
so them a fight.
Yeah, one plane the white stuff.
Yeah. So them a fight it. Them a fight it. If you look, brother, if you look through this trend with the JLP party, brother, it's only which part the land left. You see them a fight now, brother. On which part you see the land left in Jamaica, you see them a fight now. Look, so, alright, for instance, South Nigeria. You saw them a fight for South Nigeria. The little piece of land was left for South Nigeria, down a Mount Tella there. Which part TNPM promised that them all put housing scheme, you know.
Okay.
So them a fight hard to control South Nigeria. Them a fight hard to control St. Area. Down here, because them the place they on the front.
No man, done is done, man. It is official.
You see me? So them a fight to them. Anyway, you see them a fight for brother. Some government, you know, alright. For instance, Michelle Charles losing seat. You see them a fight seat?
No, she done too, you know.
They not fight seat, brother. Because the park control the whole of them the land they already.
She done the film time soon come to man, or yourself.
So they now fight for them the land, them the place, the brother. Because
all of those injustices of land grabs by politicians, their time is coming.
Brother, we need.
There shall be a day legally. Their time is coming.
The people of Jamaica need to stand up, brother.
Alright.
Then give the JLP too much free run.
This is true. We have to hold them accountable.
Yeah, man, then give them too much free run, brother. All me I tell you, brother, do your thing. Because you're the in-line people of Jamaica, what they want. You see me?
Yes.
So do your thing and not stop, brother. Don't stop burning fire, brother.
Yeah, man, and consider if you utilize on a donation option them here. If you
Alright, brother, I will.
Yeah,
I will.
Sell the cash up there and the PayPal there. Yeah.
Alright, now we'll look at it when I finish, yeah?
And if we need any other option, you have my number.
Alright, brother. Alright, brother.
Yeah, man, I encourage people if you donate. I believe I encourage you know.
Yeah, man, that's strength, brother.
I know you're alone, you know, everybody where they watch me.
Brother, you hear what me say? Encourage. Yeah, man, it's strength labor, brother.
Yeah, man. Respect. I'm glad the people appreciate the efforts, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, respect.
Every time, brother, every time.
Alright. Oh, but what do you think about the presentation about the Nids? You didn't watch the Nids part?
No, you know, I didn't watch it, you know.
But that's the main part of the show, my general. Oh gosh, man. May I go send you the article?
Yeah, man.
May I send you the article right now with the Nids. Because
send me
the court ruling, a whole heap of people don't really understand the gravity of the court ruling, you know, what the court actually said about the Nids in the original form. Andrew Honest government did a number on the people, you know, man. I tell you, you know, man, I want dangerous thing, the money when I try to pull off, you know, brother.
Brother, if the man sell out in there, kind of, brother.
What? See them, I said it a while ago.
Yeah, the man sell out Jamaica to the ice dealer, brother.
Let me see. Alright, my boss, me say it there, look more.
Alright, you know.
Bless up.
Yes, Bolo.
Yeah, my people. You know what I mean? Anybody else? But me have a pick pass, man, you know, hold on. Pick pass, somebody. Random calling. Hello? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man, me there, I'm live, you know, you want to say something to the people,
Yeah.
You called me earlier with a lot for your heart, you know. Never on a time to talk.
But I'm saying,
yes,
this Jamaica that we not think it. I've never seen it like this before. Because I don't understand how because somebody lost because an MP lost an election. You have people in the community think they can just go like that and just dig up the road.
So you're saying
you don't hear the Prime Minister come out and say anything. If him don't come out and say anything, that mean
he agrees.
He's in agreement. I'm not saying that him don't say anything, but I don't hear him say anything about it. So that means he is in agreement.
I agree with you, you know, because you see, he does press conferences for a lot of different things, and when you're talking about somebody threatening to pollute the water source of a community because they didn't vote for the JLP, you would think that the Prime Minister would come out and let them know that this is not the way we operate and we don't support this. That voice should be so loud it's echoing across the world. But I have not heard anything from the Prime Minister either. Or he's not even the Prime Minister because he don't sworn in. Andrew is the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party.
And the next thing again that these people must realize is that it's taxpayers' money. The money did not come out of the pocket of the MP to fix the road. PNP taxpaying money and JLP taxpaying money. I mean, this could not happen in another country. That person would be in jail, and he should be in jail.
That's true.
He should be in jail.
Immediately. Expeditiously. That's a fact.
I've never seen another brazen situation like this before.
A true man. True.
And instead, me understand that Mr. Dunn went and took back something. Mr. Dunn should, yesterday, I was at the senior citizens thing that they put on in
Lorraine, big up Lorraine.
Emancipation Park. And this gentleman from Shakespeare, when he heard that Mr. Dunn do something like this, he was so ashamed. He said, can't believe Mr. Dunn would have done something like this.
Right.
He said he was so ashamed of Mr. Dunn. And so when him go back home to set me here to go talk to Mr. Dunn.
Why you see that?
What kind of things are so hard? I mean, it is so low.
A true man.
I mean, the idea as an MP and not because they lose. Look how much MP lose. From time to time, you have MP would lose their seat. And I've never heard anything like this.
A true man. A true.
I mean, them can't go no lower than this. Them low bad.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, action and should come out and say something. When him husband should come out and say something. Daryl Vaz, to speak against that person and what they're saying. But their silence to me means consent.
Of course it is.
To me, my interpretation is that they're encouraging the violence.
Mr. Vaz and his wife, they should be ashamed. It should be a shame. They should be ashamed. The money did not come out of their pocket. It's taxpayers' money. And I hope that when
Thanks, woman. Go ahead.
When Mr. Buchanan
Oh, before you go, Tara.
working and hope his money that him get to his MP money that him get to do whatever. And hope none of the money don't come out of that money to fix back the road. I hope they find a different money. Because you know what, that guy do can shorten his money that he could take and do something else instead of have option to go now and fix back.
No, hold on.
To fix back that way that they dig up.
This person will call me as some program too political. I mean, I think I need to be educated yourself before you start to enlighten people. I think you need to check that sentence. This person, you know, I notice everybody that tried to call me and I hang up and then call back, and then type of people here. This person I watch the program and know say me I talk to somebody on the phone and still I call on the phone. All if you send a message that I am too political. Why you not say that about the people when we have them political programs on mainstream television? Do you tell them that they are too political? What does it mean to be too political? Doesn't politics affect our daily lives? All of it? The politician then can make one move and it shift whether or not we can buy food or water. And this person come here so and I talk about me if you stop embarrass myself. What kind of which idiot this man? Me glad saying
look here.
Hold on, no. Me glad saying I get your call. Black, come on from my blouse and skirt, what's up? You can't even formulate a sentence correctly. And basically I say, that shows say your head big for not leave Jamaican affairs because I ate clueless brother. Stop embarrassing yourself. You know that a lot of these people think I don't live in Jamaica because I speak how I speak. I live here. So this person is so stupid that just take my number a while ago. I don't know if it's WhatsApp then, is YouTube then upon our TikTok. Them so stupid, right? And I find them left, you know, but them a tell me say me must come out of Jamaican affairs and them have a foreign number. The irony of ironies. Listen to this. This is literally what they said. Your program is too political. I think I need to be educated yourself before you start enlightening people. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so many things wrong with the construction of that sentence. And this person is saying that I need to be educated. This is how you embarrass yourself. And I'm glad I don't have as much people as Andre on my program because then they would really feel bad because me a son you right now. You are being son for speaking foolishness. And then they're going to say that show your head is big for nothing. You mean this big, bald, beautiful head that the ladies love? Trust me, it's not empty. There's substance in here. Alright? And I know as a humble person that there's way more that I need to learn. Alright? Because I don't know everything. And I accept that. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying, you know. But you do not approach my points and attack me in this way and expect to get a favorable response. Because basically you're trying to say that I am a dunce. Because you disagree with what I'm saying about the person you're worshipping, Andrew Honest. Where you say verb and noun lacking, me have some teachers over here. Let me call my teacher friend. Hey Lily, me I call you back here. I call you back.
Alright.
I call you back. Let me call my teacher friend. See? Yeah man. Call my teacher friend. Oh, I hope you're available in our one. Yeah man, remember say you're a vice principal in here, they are foreign. So you me a call now for help me out with that one, because that one is serious. Hello? Oh what? I'm live, you know me live. You know me live, right?
You know, say, can't talk to you right now, my boss.
Sean, no, me on teacher. Alright, that's alright. Look on.
Yeah.
Look on. Boss step on the work. Boss step on the work. Can't talk to me now, people. Boss step on the work. Alright, big up T Tara for the donation to the cell. Appreciate you, thank you so much. But this person embarrassed themselves and then I tell me, say, me not embarrass myself. What a thing. The man, I don't even know if it's a man or a woman, they can't construct the sentence properly. And I am not the best literature person, you know, but yeah, you can clearly see deficiencies now that the sentence construction there. Lord of mercy. I couldn't get the teacher saying busy. Teacher saying busy. Hyacinth, what's up? Hyacinth, say me fi blast them. These lines are elementary, equal to grade 4. You mean grade 1? Your program is too political, brother. I think you need to be educated. But everything wrong with this, even if me put you there, so I think you need to be educated yourself before. No, I think you need to educate yourself before you start to enlighten the people. I guess that's what he wanted to say, but we don't know how the B come in. The B show off everything. If me never bright, me couldn't decipher that them madness the way I just put on a while ago. I swear. That show you your head is big for nothing. Leave Jamaica affairs because I ate. Ate as in A-T-E. You can't even spell ate. Brother or sister, come off. Log off on the internet. Log off. Just log off. Alright? Just log off. Do yourself a favor and log off. You're saying that I am clueless when you put A-T-E in front of clueless? Whoa, Bolo! No, sir. The person put A-T-E in front of clueless. Not H-A-T-E, you know. A-T-E, you know, past tense of eating. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Sad. This is sad. Oh, they make you pass the airport. You know, so they need to have one. You know, so they need to have one thing, one restriction. Don't people not to fly up on the airport, not to fly up on plane. If you're done saying illiterate, you're not to fly. Yeah. They need to put that in some type of. Yeah, man. Don't people not forget visa, man. Oh, my son. Oh, my son. Talk to me now, man. Because this is somebody I claim like they live a foreign, you know, 347 at the first part of their number. I know, so did you say start with some foreign number, but I hope that's somebody that they are foreign. I hope this person is not in foreign. And say, if he didn't fire Dalrymple and Warmington, he's not going to do any better for the rest. You know, said T-Tar, you're absolutely right. Exactly, Zuri. Exactly. Last summer they did laugh. But sorry, me have a friend on the phone. We ask no, mama. No, sir. We can't bother. We ask no, moms. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, anybody tell us, say, big man, tell them, say, I know you make yourself.
No, me no worry about that. I am not offended by a fact. My head is big.
It pleases God to make you the way you are.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it. Anybody criticize you, they criticize God.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't really have an issue with people criticizing your anatomy or anything like. I'm not. That's fine. That is quite fine. If you can dish it, make sure you can take it though. It's my
them just ignorant. Yeah, as I was saying, man, it looks so low. And I mean, we in Jamaica, we put up with too much garbage. Too much garbage. Because, I mean, to say that everybody, it is so obvious and worldwide how our prime ministers and certain of our ministers behave. It not look good. It shame the whole of Jamaica.
Yeah, it is globally.
And some things that them do, if it was some country, them that jail.
Yeah, it's globally disgraceful. It truly is. It's a global.
It is a disgrace to our country, man.
Yeah.
And like they don't want you to talk about it. Them don't want you to touch it. It is okay with them.
Yeah, somebody said, why are they listening the program? They don't want they don't like the program what they're listening and watching. You have to really watch. If you talk about your stuff, describe me now and I try talk about my head too big and all of them something. Like you really watch. You know? Come like the man who called me yesterday or the day before. Or the night before. Yeah, and I say something about Pastor Peter Chambers and there's no more prophets in this time. I'm a Muslim. I mean, I say, sir, respectfully, I'm not entertaining this conversation with you or anybody else. Alright? You can hold where you hold. Have a good night. And the man refused. The man still want to talk. Him and say, oh, you want to talk about politics? I think that you are you're stupid because something to that effect, because I'm not quoting him, you know. I don't remember exactly what him said, but basically he must say Mark Golding is not a genuine person. And I say, sir, have a good night. Oh, you're biased. Me say, good night. Beep. Hang up. Black. Fully black. Yeah, man, I saw me go to work, man. I saw me go to work, Lil. I swear. You hear me?
Yeah, man, me here. And you know, the next thing again, you see, what a lot of churches don't realize and understand is that you cannot, if you have a leader and the leader is so corrupt, indulging certain things like witchcraft and that, you cannot, as a true child, set apart, sanctified person, child of God, support. Remember, you know, when God kicked out Satan, you know, he never kicked out Satan alone, he kicked out Satan and all who was on Satan's side. So some of these leaders better check back themselves, you know, to see if the relationship with them and God is still going.
You know, I'm glad you made that point, because when the pastor Peter Chambers talk about hungry belly liberate them and how them are gonna go down with Andrew, then they really understand that we are talking about. If you follow the devil and you have been warned that it's the devil and a highlight with the devil and you choose to turn a blind eye to that warning. God not a lot of party they are getting done and I try to help you already and then I listen. So now you have to get judged with the devil. And that I got to no phone. Tell me I tell you that so we can't stay there.
You can't say no to somebody indulging in something that God is against and you on their side. Yeah, support them.
Yes.
They are good people. Them are good somebody and them. No, it means to say that you don't find a fault with them. You agree with them.
Yes. And you know how profound of a statement that is coming from a pastor, because really and truly, you know, there's nobody that is perfect, you know. So as a pastor for you, I say, you know, see, no way Andrew honest do that is wrong. Yeah, man, I thank you for the donation, Tamara. Thank you, Tamara. I got it. Thank you so much for the donation to the Zell. Yes, so for them not to see any problem with that, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. Not when do, not at all. The lockdown in a COVID, we never see nothing with the lockdown. The church them couldn't assemble. Pastors were locked up. Pastor Peter Chambers' case was a special case of him, you know, death warrant being signed to the apostle, the prophet. I mean, you good with Andrew Wallace, just good. Okay, all right. But could see if God good with him now. That's all I say.
You make them stay there, man.
But me know say if I come as them like you in a little, no feel a way about how things go on. And it's natural to feel that way. But I've maintained this since the election. From the same night, I was on my live and I came on and I said, people, watch God work.
Yes.
Before Mark Stewart come out with the last word, that very profound word. And last night he put out that video last night on the I took a small part of it and posted it. Only me if you go listen to this last night from War Room Thursdays from Mark Stewart page. I'm telling you, people, look out. The man said if you're going on the road, cover on yourself. Cover on the children. And there was a chill. I don't know how to describe it to people, but it's like you have to learn to read the room. You ever know when things get very, very serious and then he can't even talk, but he only have to say, yo, cover on yourself. Cover on yourself. It is done. Judgment. You understand what I say? So, people, cover on yourself. You understand? Hey, reading the Bible, reading the Psalms, pray, ask God for guidance on how to move. It appears that things are about to go down. It really appears that things are about to go down. And the uptick on the accident, then when you realize that the accident them are uptick and the shootings them are uptick back, the violence are uptick back again, and the death are uptick back again. Today Trelawney, may I watch it on TikTok, one truck turned sideways road, gas truck. That could have been more catastrophic. I saw one of the yellow school bus them behind down the road. I don't know if it's after I crashed the yellow school bus, I come from down the road and stop, right? Or he did a drive behind me and he turned over and he stopped. I don't know. I don't know those details, but I mean, Duncan Trelawney, I don't know if you hear about it yet on the news or anything, but one truck, gas truck turned straight across the road to the urban. You understand? And if it is high traffic, yeah, that could have been really, really dangerous. So, you know, amen. Pray.
Yeah.
Pray. Pray. Jacqueline said she heard. I don't know if anybody else heard about it. Pray, guys. Pray. There's a lot of people that are deceptive and deceivers. And you know, sometimes I play like me an idiot. Some of them might have watched me now. Sometimes I play like me an idiot. My life give people the benefit of the doubt. Even when my spirit say, you know, give me a judgment on them, I still give them a rope for prove themselves that them truly.
Excuse me,
yeah, man.
We talk again.
All right, later. Me give them the rope. Hang on. We give them a road to prove themselves to people. That man. Yeah, man. And they have been proving themselves.
You mentioned the land issue. What are the land issues in Portland and how you intend to address it?
All right, so there's a lot of land or persons on land, and in Jamaica we have these two Jamaicas existing at one time. When poor people is on land, they're squatters. When rich people identify lands which they want to own, they adversely possess it in a timely manner in keeping with the law. A lot of persons are on land now. They have reached the 12-year threshold for the private land, and some have also reached the government threshold, which is the 60 years collectively with family. So what we're trying to do is to ensure that we get title into the hands of people. And there's also what I coin the land grabbing issue, where persons are being chased off a land without proper assessment as to whether or not they've already owned the land. And so that resonated with the people because there were no trespassing signs put up in the prospect area, and the fishermen and the persons in that area, that really bothered them, and they responded at the polls. I want to just address one thing though, Dion, is certainly for Portland Eastern, I'm proud to say, is begging and the diaspora that assisted my campaign. I don't have any shame to say that the things I could not afford, I was on social media and I said to diaspora, the children need tablets, send the barrels, they need things because that is the reality. And we are going to continue with the assistance of the diaspora and anybody who wants to assist persons, and we have no problem to say that that is the process. And until we can transcend Maslow's laws of hierarchy, just the physical needs, we have to start somewhere.
Listen to the two of you though, it sounds as if you intend to put a lot of your own personal resources and personal time into this thing. All-time politicians will tell you of politicians who have done that to their detriment and died paupers, died penniless, and died with lots of regrets. Are you going down a road you might not be able to sustain? You first, Silica.
I always say to persons that don't go into politics unless you love people and unless you are willing to personally invest your time, your resources. The fact of the matter is, I think I can speak for both of us that it's almost like a pay cut for persons like ourselves going into politics. We're getting less out of it financially than what we're actually putting out there. But at the end of the day, I don't think most of us do it because of politics. We do it because of our genuine love for people and because we genuinely want to see the community's progress. We want to see people's lives be improved.
That's exactly my point though, that at the end of the day, if you wind up broke and penniless and people are passing a hat for you, isn't that problematic, or is that something you're thinking about at all?
I always think that it's important to be responsible, and so even as much as we give a lot, I think most of us are smart enough to put in place mechanism and arrangements for our personal well-being so that you won't see us with our hands outstretched. So I think we should be fine.
Big comment?
You know, I'm going to just say this. I anchor my whole life on God. I'm a human rights attorney where a majority of the cases I have done, the people who are my clients, they didn't have the money to pay me. And what I would have learned from law school, there will be times you got that one client that changes the narrative, but outside of that, I'm dealing with the politics to know that if the people are better, it's less for me to do. And I have a timeline for how to make people's lives better, and that is my mission. I'm a realist, and I make the impossible possible. These are not just
I haven't answered my question yet, but let's go to the...
Yo, listen, man. Blessed Child, yo, y'all can join the box on TikTok for a sec. Oh, Blessed, it's a different Blessed Child. Oh, shoot. I thought this was, what's her name? Thanks for the follow. 4-Leaf Clover, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah. What Isaac just said, yo, I'm telling you. And Zulika. St. Elizabeth and East Portland. You guys are so lucky. You guys have real servant leaders. They're very selfless. And I want you to take very good care of these people. Because I'm telling you, they are going to take care of you. Thank you so much, blessed child. Thank you. Alright? I don't know if people read people's body language and their countenance when they're watching them and listening to their tone. These two are very genuine. They're very genuine. And that's why their situation is what it is. No amount of money. Thank you, blessed child. No amount of money could have been used to derail the people in these constituencies from voting for Isaac Buchanan and Zulika Jess. Because they are committed and they are genuine. I can't say that for one person at the JLP. I don't know one JLP representative that is committed and genuine. And I'm really thinking about it. Do you guys know one person in the JLP that is committed and genuine? No, me I ask. And we're talking about people's character. They're, you know. You can look at them and say, you know, this person is truly a servant of the people. They serve themselves last. Can you guys think of anybody? Anyone in the Jamaica Labour Party that is genuine and committed to serving the people and not themselves and their pockets? Anyone? I'm actually worried, me like me can't. Nobody not come to mind. I am literally scrolling through everybody that's a part of the parliament, and I don't know.
And the silence comes from our fear of challenging what we perceive as authority. There is no authority human here. That's an illusion. We share the space. It's shared space. The idea of authority is a man-made construct to try and help us to make sense of the space that we occupy. I wouldn't even say to organize the space, because this is not organized. This is not organized at all. Good morning, everybody. This isn't organized. It's not organized. If you can work your entire life in our industry where I make billions, and in your old age, they just chuck you out and give you very, very little, and you can barely get by, while the kids are CEOs, can turn cokehead, utter and complete crackhead and still not broke. All of this must have been under the earth smoldering all this time, because we grew up cursing China, Russia, Cuba, etc. But leaders worldwide now all want to be Kim Jong. Yes! It wasn't hard to sell them on this one world shit, and they're advancing regardless of the world. The world is rebelling against it. The populations of all countries are rebelling against it, but they're still advancing. And because they control media, and because we have been so programmed to listen to media and nothing else, and to believe only media, only what? No, we only listen to what our overlords tell us to believe. And the most baffling, me in a shock, you know. So come tell us, say, me in a shock, you fuck. The next few years for Jamaica will be very interesting. I only hope the people them living now more unity, I guess, following the 3rd of September 2025. It's not just another day. Listen, it's just another day for me and you. But is it another day for the people who buy into this system? It's another day for me because I depend the same thing when I always depend self-preservation. I go try to prepare myself for this system as best I can because I know some shit will come. Where I'm only trying to pick the better, I'm gonna say the lesser of the evils presented to me at each point. I still can't believe life has come down to this. Why you can't believe it? You live amongst these people and you see them. Media in the UK are fueling another race. Early in UK, absolutely depressing. I never used to be into politics, but now I take politics more seriously. Listen, I have been, Will, long time, you know. Update. What we do? We need to update. I have been, well, you know me, I always assess myself. So my introspection is constant. It never ends. And especially now, I'm finding myself needing to do more and more introspection because every time there's conflict between me and my environment, between me and my ideas, between me and my actions, then I have to do more introspection. So what the fuck am I doing wrong? What's going wrong? Why am I not my happy self? Why am I not my blissfully happy self? The people are more divided than ever. It's now all about your side and my side. The plan of divide and conquer seems to have succeeded. Nothing has succeeded. We're in constant evolution. So we have the option at any point to say, stop. That one word, madness and lucidity in overdrive, my spirit is not happy. Like, well, you have the power to make a spirit happy. We just have to strive more and more now for ourselves and our family. But all right, so how do you define yourself and how do you define your family? It's only ever between you and you. Yeah. How do you define family though? We who can self-preserve are the ones beating up our gums for the ones buying into nonsense. I must say we don't have no sense. It's either are we are idiots because them all them blissful you fuck. Them happy, you know, with them overlords, you know. Them actually fight you on behalf of the people where oppress them, you know. Immediate
big man thing. I don't need this. I don't need to come here and talk about none of this, you know. I could talk about so many other things and just not care about the suffering of all of the Jamaicans out there that are suffering and still blissfully worshipping the overlords, as she said. Yeah, I'm gonna focus more on me, man. And all the covers out there, we know what is coming. Prepare yourself. Alright? Because you see the one them are blissful. You see by time they realize what is happening, and them see one gonna turn for the government. You know? It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. Alright? It's not gonna be pretty.
After them, I will get up and ask you to help them with their life, or they say it's perfect and they're prosperity. If you could live anywhere else aside from Jamaica, where would you live?
Joel, big
let me see. Barbados is one. I don't know. I shouldn't pick places based on pictures and videos I see because I don't know what they really are like to live in. We always have choice of keys. We have to unite against all that is wrong in this world. Bumbleclad Patwa. I'm like in him. Bumbleclad Patwa. But do you know that upstanding Jamaicans look down their noses at you because you're speaking derogatory language? Bumbleclad Patwa. And if you speak Bumbleclad and follow that up with Patwa, you're even worse. You like the Barbados PM? Big up Mama Mia. Good morning, James. But if I would just look from a distance, not knowing anything about the place, I would say Bali. I would live in Bali. Because I like the artistic expression. I like what bush looks like. I like what look like natural and organic to me. I would live in Belize. Again, not in Belize City. I love y'all Belize City, but the bush is for me. I would have lived somewhere nearby the Chocolate Festival.
Chocolate Festival.
Let me see. Then what would I say? Then yes, custard. Well, if you get my drift, we can escape to the bush, especially who run for raising the tax threshold. And I have the kind of money that is for rich people. Like, oh my God, they really need what I say threshold. Wiped. One of them proposed raising the tax threshold One of them proposed raising the minimum wage. And when we hear the people them cuss and say, 3 point, I who have them the kind of money that is for rich people, like, oh my God, they really need, what you need to raise is this education standard. Raise the minimum wage because yeah, poor people deserve things like, okay, so first off, if you raise the minimum wage, you're going to end up having to raise everything else, because I'm telling you this now. Rich people ain't going to absorb that raise. And rich people aren't the only people who employ minimum wage workers. Low income people employ minimum wage workers too. So remember when the teacher them ask money and they never get none? Teacher not gonna be able to employ the minimum wage helper. Belize, Barbados, Indian Chief. Me never realized that GB. Who's paying the minimum wage earner? Header, me watch the debates and blood clot, me head nearly bust open. I'm like, what the fuck would people need help? This is not something to celebrate, this is something to mourn with a cry. Who is going to pay them? Nurses did a war to get more money? You remember? Certain people like themselves 200%.
I absolutely love Tanya Steve.
One at a time, because me soon come off. But everybody was explaining their raises to me. Now I understand that the upper echelons in each industry possibly got pay raises that made a difference, but they're lower in numbers. The majority comes from the bottom. The base is always the bottom. What we're proposing to do is basically, we're proposing to raise the cost of grass, because the minimum wage earner, the masses are like grass in our social. What grass is to the environment, they are to the social environment.
Angela,
we are critical thinkers in society and are keeping quiet. But very few and far between. And if you raise the cost of grass, then obviously the cost of mutton is gonna go out. Yeah, sorry about that. The cost of, even though it's not important now, but who won the debate out of Mark and Andrew? I haven't got to watch it yet. I'm not, as I said, I'm not comparing nothing between them. We just want to talk about effect of them two something. Because these are, well, the minimum wage raise that was promised, and then them say, oh, you're all stupid. He said he's gonna roll it out incrementally. Oh dear God. So you're going to get the money incrementally, and incrementally everything will have to raise to be able to afford you.
Exactly.
So
them fool. Oh my God. Sometimes I don't know why I even bother. Lay right to no fool enough. All that people that may support Andrew on his $32,000 raise for minimum wage. You guys are so stupid. Like, understand what is happening when the man does that. Oh, he's gonna roll it out in phases. Facially, basically, Andrew Honest is giving you poison slowly. He's giving you bitter medicine slowly. When he raises those things.
You're going to get some more money by your pay from somebody who will have to, well, basically the teachers and the policemen and all of those people who didn't get a raise of pay going to have to fire you because they can't pay you. They can't pay you. And the ones who can pay you, who have a more flexible product, a more flexible salary.
Hey Toby, look.
I bought my book up in another interview, you know. Very interesting.
They are going to pass
Me have got probably check that out one next time. Me almost reach 3 hours now. I'm not doing no say so late. It's almost 3 o'clock. I want to thank you guys for being here. Nobody don't really want to talk today, or them can't talk. Today I'm busy day. I Friday people up and down, we understand. Big up yourself. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sharing time with me on this virtual space. I hope that you guys have an awesome Friday. I want to say a big shout out to Patricia and T Tara for the donation. Thank you. And for others that are considering to donate, like I said, there's many different avenues. Just link me and you know, see what's best for you. Alright, one love. Can I get an interview video? What do you mean? Which interview video? You mean this interview, yeah? You mean this video with Tanya Stevenson? Which interview video you talk about? The one with Sulfur? The one with Tanya Stevenson? Link me on WhatsApp now, Angela. Send me number the man. And tell me what you talk about so I can send you the link. Link me right now, man. No. Before we come off, link me now. Jacqueline, bless up. Bless up. Ken, bless up, Ken. I wish to get more interactions from the people. Let's see if we can ignore the chat. Let's see if we can tolerate the neighborhood. We not tolerate no disrespect. I'm not built like that. So big up on yourself, people. Come on, see? The world is love.